Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Oxmer. So today we're going to be focusing on the spray pump. So this pump is actually used to spray your car. You can use it to spray your garden. You can also use it to spray your lawn. So for example, if you want to spray your car, then you will be needing like a car detergent, and then this is the bottle. You put your detergent here, and then once you finish the connection, then you can spray your car, and then the foam comes out. Then if you're spraying your lawn or if you're spraying your flowers, then you can actually put some chemicals, maybe insecticide in here. Now, let me walk you through the different parts we're going to be using today. So according to the instruction manual here that we have right here, this is the siphon pipe. So this is the siphon pipe. It goes directly into the connector, and this is the connector here, okay? And then this is the protuberant. So the protuberant goes into the connector as well. And then the next part we need here is the piston or the pistol. This is the pistol where you actually push and then water comes. It goes in here, connects here. And then when you also look at this, you see we have extra water seals, and then we have the bottom part. Now looking at the instruction manual here, we can see that there are different instructions as to what we need to do. So the first one is to grab the siphon pipe, which is this, and put it directly into the connector. So we're going to just push it in. So if you're trying to push it in, you can see it's not entering. That means it's not this side. So it's one side goes in. So if you look at here, you can see it is a little bit smaller here, kind of tapered. So you turn it and then you push it in, and that goes in, okay? Try to shake it and see it's strong. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is to grab the protuberant. So the protuberant can be either horizontally or vertically. So if you want to make it whichever way you want, if you want it to be like this and just spray like this, that's okay too. If you want to make it this way, that's okay. So let's assume we want it to be like this. So you're going to align this protuberant 1, 2, 3, 4 into those grooves. So if you look at this, you can see the 4 grooves as well. So we try to align them so that they can fit. If we don't align them very well, it's not going to be strong. Water will just push them out easily. So we're just going to keep it like this and then carefully align. So it's already aligned. So once it aligns, grab it this way and then you push. You hear the click and then you shake it. That is strong. Now the next thing to do is to actually connect this to this place. So they actually said to connect this. So try to connect this. You can see it's not able to go in. If you like push it, it doesn't go in. So what I like to do is to also make sure that the water seal is always there. So this is the water seal. Just make sure it is always there. So you just put it this way and the water seal sitting very comfortably there. I like to always couple this first. So grabbing the two and just kind of twist it. Just feel free to twist it until, it gets tight. So once it tightens, then I grab this other one, which is the bottom connector. I'm making sure the water seal is also showing. So as you can see, that's the water seal here. It's very important, otherwise you're going to have leakages. So I'm grabbing it, I just put it there, and then I turn. So once I have this part together, now my concern is how am I going to then put it here? So if you look at the instruction manual, there is no instruction as to how you're going to put it. They just said just put this connector here to, they tighten the quick connector to this place. So you can see it's not going. So, but I kind of figured that the best way to do this is to grab it this way. So grabbing it, then you use your hand and just push, pull it down, I mean. So once you pull it down, since we're working in this direction, you just simply slide it in. So as you slide it in, you let go, release this one, and then it snaps. So once it snaps, it is good to go. So you can see our equipment is looking, better. It's taking the shape that we want it to take. Now the last thing we're going to do right now is to fill whatever solution we're working with. So say for example, we're working with a car, we're filling a car detergent here, solution, or we're working with our lawn or flour, then we put the chemicals. So grabbing it this way, you just raise your apparatus like this, and then you just connect it, just put it in. So when you put it in, you just hold it that way, and then you turn it. Feel free to turn it. And then you tighten it very well. And then you can see now that this is good. So now make sure that no part is actually loose. Try to, look at that. Everything looks tight and good. Okay. And then this part goes to your, pressurized water source, where you're going to get your hose and just put it in here so that you have a continuous water supply. And then this pistol, it's just for you to push and release the water, and it goes in and then supplies into the whole system and then goes to where you want it to go. So there's one important thing that you're going to be, looking at here. You see this dial here? They're actually meant for you to control the amount of solvent coming from here, or solution or liquid or whatever it is in there. Say for example, it has 0 to 4. So this 0 means you're not getting any, liquid from this container here. So if you want to make it like 1, you're getting sparingly, very sparingly. And then the solution comes and you don't want too much foam or something like, or too much chemicals. And then if you want like a little bit more, then you can make it like 2. If you want a lot more, you can make it like 3. And then if you want even more, then you can make it like 4. So that's actually the essence of having this. Okay, so when you have it completed like this, then you can actually spray while you have a continuous water supply. So there's another thing very important for you to do when you're working with this kind of instrument. Make sure everyone is safe. Make sure you're wearing something that's going to protect your your breathing system or your respiratory system. It's very important, because when you do that, you're going to be safe, because you don't want to inhale too much of these solvents. Okay, make sure you're working safe, and also make sure there are no kids around, because chemicals are very very disturbing to the health. So make sure you work safe. So yeah, that's the process of putting this together. Just let me know in the comment below if you have had any experience with this kind of instrument and what your experience is. I'll try as much as possible to answer any question that you have. Thank you for watching.